Power Rangers splitting from Toei has affected Super Sentai in many ways, and today's question is, how will it affect Power Rangers? Can Power Rangers make it work without Super Sentai? That's the question of the day. Let's get into it. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morph, I made a fake.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. Welcome to the show. Today's episode is a good one. It is a juicy one, and as you guys probably heard, Super Sentai is taking a break, a hiatus period, and Toei is working on other Super Sentai style shows like Metal Heroes, but Super Sentai as we know it is at least being rebooted, changed, or being put on the back burner, right? And it's very similar to what happened to Power Rangers a few years ago after 2023 with Cosmic Fury and Once and Always. Power Rangers and Hasbro weren't really putting out anything. There was no news. There wasn't even like a secondary show that they were pushing the Power Ranger fans to. It was pretty much like, hey, if you like Power Rangers, you're going to have to just wait until we give you what we give you. And now we hear that there is like confirmation of the Disney Plus reboot project with the Percy Jackson crew on board. Like, that's happening, okay? We heard that they were going to start filming in January. We will see if that is still intact information or if that changes. We will report about it. I mean, that's just what, a month away, right? It's gonna be happening soon. We don't know if they casted anybody, and I bet a lot of things will be hush hush until it actually happens. We don't want a Jonathan Entwistle situation where for 4 or 5 years we think we're getting something and then we never get the damn project, and all the fans are let down and their trust is broken a little bit because you don't know what to believe. A lot of fans up until like the past few weeks when we did get that real info about that Disney Plus reboot, like with Dan Schatz and stuff, some fans didn't even believe that, which I don't blame them. It's been a really weird time, but we are getting something while Super Sentai is kind of taking a break. Power Rangers is taking a break, and if you've watched a few of our videos, we've learned that Super Sentai was having a real tough time towards the end turning a profit. We heard that the last few seasons weren't breaking a profit at all, and that's pretty bad because when you put out a show, you're supposed to meet some type of metric, some type of number and goal, and normally you have an idea of what, last year's numbers were or the last 5 year numbers in a row. But when Power Rangers left and kind of split off and did its own thing, especially with the toys and then the show later on, that is a big chunk of money, of profits that is coming out of their pocket that they're going to have to do everything internally now. Like Power Rangers paid the light bill and they were able to do whatever the hell they wanted to do after that, right? It was an interesting concept, but when that kind of light bill is shut off and you have to pay the bills all on your own, are you sufficient right now? And that's why they are changing some things up. We hear that, Super Sentai is no longer going to be on the channel it was on for 50 years, but the Project Red show is going to be on there. I'm wondering, will they ever switch to streaming? Will they ever reach out to the Western market? It's sounding like they will, and they're going to want to try to do their own thing, right? That's what it's sounding like. But if they continue Super Sentai with those characters, it's hard because they always do like the celebrations and the anniversary specials and stuff like that in Japan, and you're using Power Ranger suits. So at least in America, right? It wouldn't work over here. And I think that Power Rangers, at least right now under Hasbro, they want to go original, and we hear, at least until I'm told wrong, that they are able to use any of those suits that Power Rangers has their name on. So Lost Galaxy, In Space, Time Force, Mystic Force, you guys catch my drift. Any year that Power Rangers had a season out in America, Hasbro is able to pull from those suits for toys or possibly to a show, right? So they have plenty of years and there's plenty of storylines to pull from. I mean, if you don't know what to do with the franchise and you're a writer, go check out the comics. There are so many cool storylines and takes on characters that we never thought about or things that we always wanted to see. Like there's always those characters that don't really get their story told on how they got there in their beginning and why they even showed up in the first place on the show. And there are so many ways that you can push it and so many years of history. I mean, that's how I made so many damn shorts about talking about fun facts and Power Rangers, because there are so many damn seasons and characters and storylines and all that kind of stuff. I think it would be fun to pull from that with some original storylines. It would be really cool to see a season completely original with a good cast, with a good writing staff, not doing everything bare minimum and as cheap as possible. I've said for years, even when like they were casting the Jonathan Entwistle project, I was begging them then to, put their money where their mouth is and spend some money on some actors and actresses that would actually bring something to the table instead of Power Rangers just being an opportunity for them, their first big break. I mean, how many times have we heard that from these Power Ranger actors? What if we had a bigger name actor, actress that one has really good acting chops and can kind of keep the show going and be the star when it comes to acting, but also could have a following? By just them being in the show, you're going to attract 1 million followers or something like that. That would be nice. Go after someone that has something to offer and not just the opportunity that we could offer them because this is their first big break, right, in acting. I think that could work with a few characters. I'm not saying we can't hire any newbies. I'm not against that, but I wish that we would put our money where our mouth is and actually go out and get a few decent names. Now, are we going to go get Tom Cruise or somebody big like that? No, I'm not expecting that, but if you're watching TV these days or watching Netflix or watching movies, some of the younger, late teenager, early 20 characters, there's a lot of them that are popping, that have social media followings. I'm just saying, do a little research and not just see what we can do for them. What can they bring to the table for us? Now, that's going to be a higher price range, but you're getting more out of it, right? You might be getting a better actor, a more experienced actor. You might be getting somebody with a huge following that love their other projects, right? And if they're in this, we got to go check it out. That's what I'm thinking of. Now, I think Power Rangers, if they do it right, that's the thing though, is you got to do it right. They have a chance to make it work without Super Sentai. Now, I'm not saying that like Super Sentai can't work without Power Rangers, because Super Sentai was like the creator, if you think of it, of Power Rangers. Without it, you would not have Power Rangers at all. However, because of financial reasons, they're struggling right now, and Power Rangers is doing their own thing. We haven't gotten to see what Hasbro can really do with this brand if they try to maximize it and go 100% in. I feel like Once and Always and Cosmic Fury, those were not 100% in moves. I feel like Dino Fury and Beast Morphers were not 100% in moves. I thought that the Jonathan Entwistle project was 100% in move, and based off of how much money I feel like they lost in the background on it, which no one talks about. They remember like 2-3 years ago when they said that like with the toys and the show, they were in the green, but then when it came to Power Rangers, they were like negative millions of dollars. I think that it was the canceled project, right? So it sounded like they wanted to go all in at one point and then pulled the reins back. I want to see what happens if they don't pull the reins back. Now, Power Rangers has a chance to make it without Super Sentai, but will it? I do think that Power Rangers is going to do its own thing for the next 4 or 5 years. And if it is successful, they might, continue this universe or whatever they're creating, right? However, if it's not successful, what are the chances they do call Toei and Toei wants that light bill paid again, right? There are some things here that are very interesting that I just wanted to talk about and point out. But what are your thoughts, guys? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that Power Rangers can make it without Super Sentai? Do you think Super Sentai can make it without Power Rangers? Now, I know some fans are going to be a little upset about this in the comments. Just be nice to each other, be cordial, debate, and push each other's beliefs and ideas, but don't be an asshole. But I love you guys. Shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make stuff like this. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Salima Ramirez, Thomas Franco, Roderick Ham, and the Gamer TV Silent Gameplay. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan-exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now, and you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom, and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power up. That is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated, and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.